Did you know that an estimated 2 million people in the UK suffer with chronic constipation? Coloplast are dedicated to changing this statistic by supporting more and more people so that they can live the life that they want. Peristeen is a transanal irrigation product that aims to help people manage their bowel conditions and have a better quality of life. July the 4th marks Bowel Independence Day, a day on which we want to help raise awareness of bowel health and to also ensure that more and more people are offered the right treatment. To mark this day, we spoke to a lady called Carlé and asked her to share her experiences with Peristeen.
My name is Carlé Gilroy, I'm 31 years of age. I work in women's health physiotherapy. I use Peristeen because I had a 3rd-degree tear during the delivery of my daughter and it penetrated the sphincter muscle and left me faecally incontinent. So in my spare time I really like swimming and ice skating. I really love ice skating. My dad used to be a professional ice skater, speed skater, so he taught me to skate, so we do that a lot. Tried to take my daughter, but she's not having any of it. One foot on the ice and she was like, no, not having this. So yeah, swimming, going out with my family, meals, cinema, that sort of thing. I work in women's health, so and also from personal experience I know a lot about the Peristeen and sort of the importance of pelvic floor exercises. So yeah, I think it's really helps actually me going through certain things has really helped with my job, because then I can really relate to other people, you know, how good sort of continence products are really. Well, I had my daughter in 2008 and I had a 3rd-degree tear. So the tear went through the outer sphincter muscle in my rectum, so it left me sort of faecally incontinent really. So and it took about a year from having that trouble, because obviously I saw physio and they wanted to try pelvic floor exercises. So eventually, sort of a year later, and I was still suffering, even despite doing the exercises. Yeah, I was suffering from faecal incontinence. So I saw a surgeon and we sort of had a chat. There wasn't unfortunately any surgical option at the time. So I was then referred to the physiotherapists. So I had a lot of physio, and then my physio recommended Peristeen because she'd had somebody come and demonstrate and heard about it. Yeah, it was very difficult because I'd go out and I'd leak faeces. So if I went for a long walk, for example, then I'd leak a bit more. So that was quite upsetting. And sort of on my way home from work, if I wasn't near a toilet, I'd be leaking. So it was quite hard to actually do things and go out on a daily basis without knowing where the nearest toilet was where I could go and sort of get clean. Really, it's quite demoralising in a way, quite distressing. And you think you're a young person as well, because I was only in sort of like my late 20s. So yeah, it's quite upsetting and a bit embarrassing as well. You know, if I'm in a public place and I know that I've leaked. It was about a year after my daughter was born, and I did the Race for Life. And halfway round, I felt that I was leaking, and it was really upsetting. I had to leave the race and I had to find a toilet. I mean, I went back to the race. But I continued and, you know, got my medal and everything. But yeah, halfway through I had to really rush to the toilet, yeah, and try and clean myself up as best I could, and then carry on with the race. So it would happen at quite unpredictable times. You know, I wouldn't realise that and as soon as I sort of got the urge to go to the toilet, though I couldn't hold it, unfortunately. So I still got the urge to go, so I knew, but because the outer sphincter muscle was damaged, I couldn't hold it. Well, I was followed up by physio very well actually, and that was when I lived in Southampton. Then when I moved house and I moved to Warwickshire to be nearer to my family, I saw a new physio, and she'd had the nurses come round and demonstrate Peristeen for her, and she said, yeah, I knew as soon as I saw the demonstration that you'd be a really great candidate. So yeah, I had a really good physiotherapist. She followed me up really well, and she said, why don't we try Peristeen? I'd had the incontinence for a little while, so since my daughter was born in 2008, so I was really up for trying it, to be honest. It was really nice to actually have a solution to the problem, so I was really up for trying it. And I suppose you've got all the tubes and the wires, and you think oh, yeah, but I got into it really easily. Yeah, I found it really easy to use. My physiotherapist had gone through exactly how to use it. Then I spoke to a lady from Charter on the phone. She told me how to use it, how to sort of gauge the amount of water that I'd need. And I would say literally a couple of days. Yeah, I found it really easy to use. And the instructions come with the product.
Yeah.
Probably the bit that maybe takes the longest amount of time is gauging how much water for you, because I think everybody's quite different, and if you're quite dehydrated, you need to use a little bit more water, because the colon obviously absorbs the water. So I just needed a couple of days to work out how much water was best for me. Yeah, and I found it really easy to use. Oh my God, it's had such an amazing impact. It's a really big impact. It means now that I use my Peristeen in the morning, and then I know throughout the day I'm not going to leak because I've had a really good clear out. And it means I can go for walks, I can go back to swimming, ice skating. I don't have to worry that when I get in the car on my journey home from work, I don't have to worry that I'm going to leak, and by the time I've got home. Yeah, it means I can do so much more. Go out for meals and not have to worry that I'm going to leak while I'm out. It's just I would say it's really changed my life. I've been on holiday with my daughter to Butlins. I take it with me and use it every morning. Yeah, it's not it's a little grey bag. Nobody really knows what it is, so it's quite discreet. Yeah, and I just take it on holiday with me and just use it in the morning. I mean, I got on with it really, really well, really quickly. I found it really easy to use. You just have to sort of gauge the amount of water, and I think you have to really tailor the amount of water that you need. But once you find that, it works. But it's really easy to get into. So I would really recommend it to anyone.
If you've been affected by anything in this video and you want a bit more information or some support, just visit mybowel.co.uk.